So I want to talk to you today about pain, why you have pain. This video is for my patients that come in and they say, hey, all I did was pick something up off the ground and I blew my back out, or I sneezed, or I was brushing my teeth and I threw my low back out. This puzzle represents exactly all the pieces of why you possibly could have your problem. We're first going to start with the physical piece of the puzzle, and that includes patients getting into accidents and repetitive motions and having some bad shoes and bad seats and bad mattresses. So when patients typically come to the office, that's the quadrant that they come in for chiropractic. And that's because your body works off of the nervous system, which is protected by these vertebrae. So when one or more of these segments shifts out of alignment, it pinches down and puts pressure on those nerves and causes a lot of irritation. And therefore you've got muscles and ligaments and tendons that attach into the spine. So whenever you go out of alignment, the muscles go out of balance and they get into a lot of spasm and a lot of inflammation within the tissue. So that's what we do here in the clinic. We adjust the spine and we do a lot of different therapies like electric muscular stimulation, ultrasound, diathermy, and a lot of postural stretches and strengthening exercises to stabilize the physical component of your pain. But there's three other quadrants that we have to take into account when it comes to your pain as well. The second quadrant here, piece of the puzzle, is chemical cellular inflammation. And that's people that eat a lot of bad foods, genetically modified engineered foods. They just eat a lot of sugars and grains and they destroy their gut lining, and therefore they end up with inflammation at the cellular level because your body's made up of a conglomeration of cells. So if you don't fix the cell and you don't feed the cell well, you won't be well, and it'll manifest itself as a physical problem as well. The third problem is something that's an intangible, and people typically don't quantify it. It's emotional challenges. And that's when people go through a death, a divorce, a disease, a financial hardship, or an unbelief. And that weighs on your body and causes a lot of problems. So I'll have patients, I'll be working on them, we won't see much traction, we find out a little bit more about their situation, they just lost their job or they lost their spouse, and all of these things can add up to pain. And lastly, you have environmental toxins. So people who work in manufacturing plants, and they breathe in rubbers and components and metals, and that causes people a lot of issues when it comes to sinus challenges, headache. With that said, we can help you with just about 90% of your problems here, because we do a lot with chiropractic, obviously, with the adjustments and the body alignment, but as well as with nutrition and diet and detoxification. So please come, give us a call if you or a friend are having some challenges and you've been looking deeply. Start with this first before you start taking medications to cover up the symptoms or doing a procedure. Thanks again for watching. I'm Dr. Geoff of Abrams Chiropractic here in Greenville, South Carolina.